What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my chess journey episode number 26. In the last episode, I did lose. The game before that, though, I did win. So we're kind of on this weird up and down cycle again. Hopefully today I can get a win for you guys. Um, the games that I've been playing off camera, I've mostly been playing black, and that's been going well using the Scandinavian. So maybe I'll get that today. Um, but you know, at the end of the day, we're just here to have some fun, play some chess, and we'll see what happens. So, with that, let's get on into the episode now. And we will see what we get. We do get black, and we do get to do the Scandinavian. So, hopefully, everything is wavy gravy. And as usual, nothing goes according to plan. Haha. Oh my goodness, bro. What is this dude doing? Bro, this is dumb. This is literally stupid, dude. I hate just trading pieces like this. This is the dumbest thing in the world. We're going to try and pin the knight here. If he moves the knight, we're taking that rook. Gonna cover that real quick. So if he takes, we take. He takes back. Let's go here. This is so dumb, dude. I hate people that play like this crap. This is ridiculous. Alright, so we'll bump back to here. Let's see. Go back here. And actually, I could just take this pawn. So if I take this, and then he brings the rook down here, we could take... yeah, we'll put some pressure on the rook here. Yep, he moves it up. Check the king. Moves the king, alright. Let's see, what do we want to do? If we go here... pressure the knight. See what he does. I gotta get this other rook into the game. I don't like people that do that stupid stuff where they're just like, oh, let's trade queens right away. Blah, 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 blah. Hate that stuff. So we could take... I don't know if I want to make that move yet, to be honest with you, though. I kind of want to, like, figure out something to develop here. If I push the pawn, he could take it. We take back. I kind of just want to put some pressure on his rook here, to be honest with you. There we go. Okay, moved him back. Well, let's wait for a second. Let's think here. Goes here, he's screwed. Let's go here to block in the knight. He could bring the knight here, which, whatever. Okay, so he brings it back. He wants to trade knights, of course, because this guy is a coward. So why not? What do we want to do? I think we kind of have to, because otherwise he would take our bishop. So, alternate option could bring the bishop to e3. Which actually, I like that idea. I like that idea. Okay, just reposition. Yeah. And then we can go here, threaten the rook. Okay. I honestly did forget about that, so kudos to him. Can't take, can't take. Let's just bring this in here. I think if we push this pawn, that's gonna help. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's gonna keep playing like a coward. Let's do this first. Put some pressure on that rook again. What is the move here? What is the move? If we take, he could take back with this. If we take, he would probably just trade out rooks. So if we take this and he trades out, we trade out, then he would take back with this. I'm gonna do this, I think. Yep. Again, taking the coward's way, so that's cool. It might be time to just let's just take this, I guess. Go for the knight. So he's trapped there for the most part. Yeah, he's like literally trapped now, so we don't have to worry about him. What do we want to do here? Let's bring this up. Defend our pawn. This is really stupid how he has this blocked in right here, but whatever. Yeah. Okay. So, what is the play? Let's try to get some stuff going here. Yeah. What are you gonna do, buddy? We're gonna play this game. I mean, we can play this game. Like, I'll go and promote my pawn. I don't care. So, whatever. My next move is I'm probably going to slide the rook over to f6 to defend the pawn and the bishop. This is the moment where he realizes he messed up, I think. Okay, he's bringing it back. We'll take that for free. Thank you very much. I will slide this back here. Pressure this. Do that. Then we will go. How do we want to do this? Slide this here. He can take that pawn. This guy is such a coward, dude. Cannot wait to beat him, bro. So stupid. Oh, imagine that. He's being stupid. Yeah, here we go again, bro. This guy is so ridiculous. Alright, let me just think here for a second. Bring this up. It does suck that we're low on time, but oh well. Yeah. We'll block him in, so he can't promote. Bring it down. Alright, and then let me see here. What if I just take after his pawns? That would be actually hilarious if I just hunt down all of his pawns with my king. He can't take. If we go here, it's check. He's got to move. And we win. Big win for us today, boys. We get 9 points off of that win. Shout out to our opponent, although I don't really respect you because you played like a coward the whole time. So, that might be harsh for me to say, but I mean, to me, the way he played the game was not respectable at all. He was doing a lot of hiding, and he wasn't really doing anything to develop his pieces. He was just constantly retreating and trying to do other little defensive maneuvers, so I don't really respect his game. That being said, that was not my best performance either. I thought it was going to be a normal Scandinavian game, but as per usual, it never goes the way you expect it to go. But actually, not too bad. We played with 74.8% accuracy. They played with 71% accuracy, so they did play well. We both had no brilliant moves. We had 2 great moves. They had 1. We had 19 best moves. They had 22. We had 2 mistakes. They had 4. We had 0 misses. They had 4. We actually had 2 blunders. They had none. We played like an 1150. He played like a 1000. So that's his accuracy there, 77.2. Ours was 80.3% opening accuracy. That's solid. His middle game, 58.4. Ours was 64.7. End game was 84% accuracy. Ours was 83. So I usually pride myself on my end game, and to me, 83 is a really good, in my opinion, a good end game. I know there's gonna be some stuff we'd have to work out with him because he was constantly saving that rook. 80% opening accuracy for me is also very good too. I'm usually somewhere in like the 50 or 60%, so not bad there. So like I said, I thought it was going to be a typical Scandinavian. I thought he'd bring the knight out to c3, but that didn't happen as per usual. So we're going to try and take the center. You know, that's just principal chess. Defend the queen, because I figured he'd do some BS like that, you know. Finally brings the knight in. We bring ours. Again here, I really don't want to double up on pawns. Usually in the past, that's what I tend to do, and it's not a good idea. It's him castling, so here we kind of force his hand. We swap out the pieces again, like we've been doing most of the game. This, I don't remember exactly why I decided to bring this pawn up, but I did. So that was a blunder. They wanted me to bring the knight out to e6, which that actually looks a lot better, because then I could have defended the pawn on d5. So, yeah, that's fair. Again, he missed the move there. Castling, I guess, was a blunder. Again, computer wants us to defend the pawn, which is fair. That is fair. Here, again, like I said in the game, we're trying to pin the knight to the rook there. He's going to defend. Here we're trying to just get a line on our pieces. We have a decent defense here now. The whole reason for bringing this rook over was to finally defend this pawn, since I didn't do it with the bishop. And here he starts to do the cowering stuff where he's retreating. I get he's trying to attack our bishop, but that doesn't really do much, so we're bringing it back. Computer wanted us to bring it back 1 more square. Somehow we left our pawn hanging. I don't know which pawn, but oh, he could have taken with the bishop, and then we would have been forced, well, to take back with the, honestly, I wouldn't have probably taken with the rook. I would have moved my knight out of the way. So that's hindsight on me for actually leaving that open. And here again, we're just trying to put pressure on the rook. I talked about it in the game, putting a check on the king, getting him out of the way, putting pressure on the knight while also keeping the rook over there, or keeping the king over there, I should say. This move, knight to d4, trying to put pressure on that rook again, backing him up. This move I did because this knight, I was worried if he goes here, I got nothing to defend him. Obviously, he goes here. That's the wrong move. He's not going to go here either. So the only available square left is for him to go to a4, which he really never moved this knight the entire game after he moved it. Well, as I say that, he moves it, but it seemed like he didn't move it much. And here I talked about during the game, too. If he takes, we'll defend it, I guess. Computer wanted us to take back with the pawn. True, because then if he takes with the rook, we take back with the pawn. So that's on me. I thought my idea was good. It will be interesting to see if any of these pawns that I didn't choose to move actually ended up saving us in the end by blocking his pieces. Okay, no, see, he ended up taking that anyways with the rook. So there we go. In here I could just kind of tell, like, he's got this little kind of small wall forming of protection. So I knew we had to put some pressure. And this whole game, too, it's like he's not taking my pawns. He's not being aggressive. He's just doing all this defensive BS stuff. This was interesting, too. He didn't do anything really with this rook after he moved it. And again, here we're trying to put pressure on the rook on c1. Moves it up. Here, we're trying to open this up, trying to get in here. And what does he do? Oh, I'm going to move up again. I'm not going to take your piece. Whatever. So, again, we're going to bring this back like I talked about in the game, pressuring that knight that's been hanging out there for a while. And at this point, this guy is just locked into place. He can't go to h2 because we'll take it. He can't go to g3. He can't go to e3. And he also cannot go to d2, because if he goes to d2, we take, and if he takes back, we take with the pawn. So, I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. This was kind of cool. I don't know why he made this move, but he did. I don't know if he just decided, whatever, I'll give it up, but that was really nice. And so here we're trying to get this pawn promoted, because we could tell that we have a semi-decent straight path here. So of course he's going to defend that. We're trying to back up our pawn. Here he puts the check on the king, doesn't really do anything. Here he's doing an effort there to block us in and stop us from promoting, which he does. And that was basically the whole end game, was trying to stop us from promoting. But right about once he brought his king out like this, then the game started to get interesting right here. So before I made this move, you can tell I had 2:33 on the clock. I went to 2:12, so I spent 21 seconds on this move. Because I was like, well, how do I defend this? I could have technically just brought my rook up here and it would have defended it. But I'm like, wait a minute, dude, this pawn has a free go. So, and my thought process was, well, if I promote it, he takes, then I can just get this one up here and take back, which is eventually what I did. And he, yeah, we won that bishop for free. I don't understand what he was thinking here, because he obviously can't take the pawn. So, I don't know. He just gave us that bishop. Here, I wanted to protect the rook. You bring it all the way back. And this is when I started to implement that plan of, well, hey, I'll promote, he'll get drawn in. I'll promote, he'll get drawn in. And then I'll finally knock out that king, or castle, sorry, the rook. And once that was the case, I felt pretty strong. I know I was talking a lot of trash at this point during the game. And actually, it was this moment right here I realized, oh, I can get him in a checkmate with this ladder mate maneuver where it blocks him in and he can't go anymore. So he can't go. He can only go here or here or here. He can't do anything on this C file. He's blocked off, and he can't do anything on the D file. So he actually kind of made the wrong move. He should have went back to A3, I think. But he didn't. He actually blocked himself in more. So we take that pawn, prevent it from promoting. We did have to sacrifice our pawn. We sacrificed a few other pieces in this game. But in the end, once he took the pawn, he resigned because he realized it was a ladder mate. He can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. He can only go here or here. And as soon as he did that, we would have brought this. Well, actually, no, if he would have did that, we would have had to figure something else out. Probably would have gone here, I guess, and then boxed him in somehow, but he resigned, luckily, so we finished the game +8 on material. We promoted 2 pawns, even though we had to sacrifice them, but that's how it goes. Hopefully we can keep this win train going here. I will see you guys in episode number 27. Till then, have a great day.